Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I did a video on this earlier, and I stated there he hadn't gotten back to me to want me to know if he wants to what I call reverse engraving, to have instead of engraving the letters out, engrave everything else out. But this would be a difficult one to do because you can't just fill this in right here. Because if we fill this in right here, let's use the yellow so you can see it, it's going to go up into there. And you don't want that. You don't want that engraving in there. You want that open spot. So I've already got everything grouped together. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to take my lines and I'm going to move them out of the way. And now I have this rope looking thing. I'm going to make a duplicate of it so I won't mess it up. I'm going to left click, right click. It is in a group. So we can go to object go to effects and contour. We're going to contour to the outside 0.02. And what that did, that sealed up the gap between the two. Let's zoom in. So, I mean, if you did 0.01, it probably wouldn't be enough. It's really close, but you would get a leak through there. So go 0.02. And what it is, now it's sealing that up. And now you can take your Smart Fill tool, let me use something besides yellow, and fill that in, and it will not leak into that other part. So here's kind of the key. Now we can left click, right click that line, go ahead and put this line back. And now we're going to have lines on both sides of that rope, which are fine. This one should not be a hairline. The other one doesn't matter. Let's move that out of the way. This one should be greater than a hairline so it will show up in the engraving, because when you're raster. So now we can take and break this unit apart by ungrouping it. Grab this ellipse and now fill this ellipse in with black. Well, I'm just going to show you that it works because there's still going to be a gap between the letters. But before we fill it in, we want to move our names over there. So I'm going to nudge them, both of the names that are on the outside. I am going to left click, right click on both of them. Left click, right click. Now you'll have to do a little bit of hand filling in the center part. But just take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. Fill in the center of the R, the O, the R, the D, and the 7 or the 4. And there you have in reverse engraving. But if I was going to do that, I maybe wouldn't want my rope to be the same color. You just have to do some testing. This particular case, I would maybe take my rope and left click, right click. And we've already got a line around there, but it's going to be on this Smart Fill. And so you could take that away and take that line away and move this back. So now you're going to have, if you take the rope and make sure it's something other than a hairline, so it engrave, and again, I'd have to test it. But that would maybe be the kicker, and maybe go ahead and put this line back to give it that effect. That way you don't have so much engraving going on. I particularly like the one we had before I started it, because when you engrave this much away, especially on a rotary machine where you really only get one chance, if you had some ghost lines or it just didn't quite take the powder coating off or anything else that you're doing, that much black's a lot of black. But that's just personal preference. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.